The housing correction intensifies. Blackstone to stop buying homes in these 38 regional housing markets. Now, guys, check this out. We've been kind of talking about these types of companies in other videos, and this is a big sign to me. What this is telling me, okay, when you have a company that basically one of their main jobs is to buy and sell single family homes, and the ones that they buy, they rent it, right? Look, check this out right here. They are the nation's largest private landlords, okay? So they go around, they buy a bunch of houses, and they rent it back to us. Now, I don't like this, okay? But here's what it does, okay? Some people like this, and that's just my personal opinion. If you go over to Blackstone right here, we're in Yahoo, okay? They are a company. So, in essence, you can go ahead and be a renter and basically buy this company, which is kind of like buying, a bunch of houses. But here's the deal: you're just buying the share. You're just buying, depending how much you put in, that's what you're buying, right? The amount of the shares. And look, when you go down to their description, here's what it is. So Blackstone is an alternative asset management firm, and they do a few different things, but the real estate part, which is one of the biggest parts of their company, the segment specializes in opportunistic core plus investment as well as debt investment opportunities collateralized by commercial real estate and stabilized income oriented commercial real estate across North America, Europe, and Asia. So they basically go around and buy a bunch of properties everywhere. So in essence, you could just buy the stock and that could be that. And that a lot, it's very attractive. Okay, it's a very attractive company, and they're very popular. A lot of people like them. Now look at this in the 5-year max. Here comes on November 1st, 2021. Look, they had a huge peak. They peaked at 141. Look how stable it used to be, right? Let's go to the max. So stable, and then boom, Feds lower rates to zero, and they take advantage of the opportunity, and their stock kind of goes like crazy, and they end up buying so many properties, right? Well, they kind of slow down. And this is what I'm telling you, that almost like the writing is on the wall. When these guys stop buying, they're pulling back. Basically, they know that something is coming. This is some of the markets that they're not, they're halting purchases on. So you can see, I mean, these are not huge cities. We got Reno, we got Tucson, we've got 2 small cities in Florida. So these are not like crazy big cities, but still, this is an indication that they're like, hey, we're not gonna stay in these markets. Look at this, they got Boise over here. So they're saying overpriced, most likely, and they don't see a return on investment. Remember, you can follow companies like Blackstone and use them as a guide to see, whether they think things are going to go up or go down. Now, as far as the stock is concerned, this could be, possibly a good time to buy. Now remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm looking at it as it's dropping, and I would like to see it come back down to these levels before I jump in, but it's looking like it's coming off its peak. And I think if the stock price drops considerably, they're probably going to want to unload some of their inventory, which could possibly, make the housing market, more affordable for people. It might bring prices down. So this is going to be very interesting. Guys, you got to follow these guys. The ticker number is BX. Learn more about them, because just keeping up with stories of what Blackstone is doing can, really be a good indicator to see where the market is going as a whole. And, I don't like personally, turning the community into renters. I don't necessarily like this type of business. I think single family homes should be reserved for like citizens, so we can because remember, buying a house is basically you're building wealth, right? And you're building generational wealth, and you're building family wealth. So I think it's really important for everybody in this country to own a home. And for some of us who are more fortunate to maybe own 2 homes, and then you could, use them as that income as the rental income, to help offset your living expenses. So anyways, then that happens later in life when you retire. Imagine imagine being 65 years old. You retire from your job, and maybe you have 2 small condos and a house. Maybe you move to one of the small condos, you rent one of the condos and you rent the house, and suddenly you basically get your 401k, you get your retirement, and now you got income from 2 properties coming in, right? I do believe, as we get older, we should always think about downsizing. If you do have 2 properties, it's always good possibly to rent the bigger one, move into the smaller one, only because we don't necessarily, living in a bigger house gets really expensive as we get older, right? So just something to think about. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video. I wanna say a big thank you to everybody who's been watching my videos and supporting my channel. Thank you guys so much. So many of you guys have been leaving comments. So many of you guys have been liking the videos, and it really does mean a lot to me. If you're new to my channel and you like what I'm saying and you kind of like my analysis, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.